My first face-off claim is mass deportations are harmful.
So I completely disagree. I think that what is harmful is the death of people like Laken Riley, someone whose life was robbed from her by an illegal alien who had no business being in this country, who stalked her like an animal, who mauled her like a dog, and beat her and pummeled her, and now she is dead. As someone who is from Georgia, stories like that should not exist in this country. And so when you ask me to feel bad about illegal aliens who are being mass deported from our country, I don't feel bad because they broke the law. And I know that if I broke the law as an American citizen, I would be put in jail. I'd be separated from my family. If you broke the law, you would be put in jail. You would be separated from your family. And I don't believe there should be two tiers of justice in this country for illegal aliens and American citizens. And so I think that the American people overwhelmingly voted for this. And so exactly why President Trump won the Electoral College and he won the popular vote, because he ran on this. This is not some surprise. It's not some random thing he decided to do. It's promises made, promises kept. And I think the American people support him in that.
Yeah, so I think what happened to Laken Riley is absolutely horrible, genuinely. And I think that Democrats from our position, we do agree with deporting people, especially my position. People who have committed violent crimes or what we deem as bad crimes enough to deport someone. But I would say for the vast majority of people who are detained by ICE, over 70% of people, they have no prior criminal offenses. And undocumented immigrants, based on multiple different studies, specifically you can point to one from pnas.org, and I can give you plenty of others. Actually, I have a bibliography in my bio I'd love to show you as well, that literally indicates that undocumented immigrants are multiple times less likely to commit violent crime, drug crime, property crime in the country comparative to natural-born U.S. citizens. So this idea that they're coming to the country and they're committing these atrocious crimes to an extent that natural-born U.S. citizens are is kind of ridiculous to me. They are less likely to commit crime. Secondly, I just want to address the reality of the matter, that we can still provide a pathway to citizenship for those that are already in the country and documented who have not committed a violent crime or bad crime, and it would actually make it easier for law enforcement to focus on people who are actually a threat to our safety and security as a community, because instead of them spending 70% of their time focusing on people who are not a threat to our safety and security, they would be focusing on the people who have committed violent crimes and bad crimes. And also, like, I do want to add on top, like, Donald Trump's a convicted criminal and he didn't go to prison because you guys voted for him. So it's not like you want to hold every criminal accountable.
I think that we shouldn't wait for criminals to commit violent acts before we get rid of them, because they already committed a crime when they entered this country illegally without any regard for our laws and any respect for those laws at all. While I believe that we both agree that what happened to Laken Riley was tragic beyond words and beyond measure, I think that we take a different lesson from that. You say that, you and many Democrats support deporting violent illegal aliens. Well, what if they turn violent when they're here? Why don't we just get rid of them before they have the opportunity to turn violent? That would make sense.
Well, then that same argument would mean that we should ban tourism, we should ban legal immigration, because tourists and legal immigrants are more likely to commit these types of crimes than undocumented immigrants. So if we're specifically trying to prevent these types of crimes, because the nominal level of crime will increase, not only should we stop having children, we should stop legal immigration and we should stop tourism under your perspective.